Very cold. Today is also generally very early in the campaign season. And so you're going to hear from a lot of people who might say things like they didn't even know there was an election. They didn't even know who Claire is. They don't know anything about this race. And I just want to say that this is the perfect time for us to plant the seeds of this campaign. Because you having difficult conversations today, you coming away from a lot of conversations where people are left as three, as undecideds, it means that when people come back for petitioning, when people come back for what we call persuasion, they will be able to count on the history of that interaction to get that voter much closer to actually voting for Claire. And we know, in the Assembly there are 150 Assembly members. I'm one of them. In the Senate there's 63. But we know that politics isn't just a numbers game. Politics is also an organizing game. And we know that when we elect Claire, we don't just get one more socialist in Albany, we get another organizer in Albany. And for far too long as socialists, we have not had the relationship with labor that we have been working towards. And with Claire, we have an opportunity to have a candidate who's been endorsed by UAW and New York City DSA, and Make the Road, and Working Families Party, and so many other elected officials and individuals that can actually chart the course forward of the future we want to see. And we know that the stakes are very high in this neighborhood and across the city and across the state. And as Steph was saying, the script is a guide. The thing that you should always count on is what makes you feel the urgency of coming out here in this weather. When you're walking up a 50-story, hopefully taking the elevator, building, when you're sneaking past a doorman and pretending like you're going to see your friend, when you are outside on the street in this kind of weather, why are you there? Because that's what's going to animate your conversations. And you know that this year alone, because people are getting challenged, they're starting to think differently about tenant protections. They're starting to think differently about the necessity to have publicly owned utilities. They're starting to think differently about the things that we have been demanding for a long time that have been stopped in Albany. And just this existence of this campaign is creating that. Imagine what we could do if Claire and so many others like Ian and Jonathan, if we had them in Albany. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say that you are going to have the experience that will be the foundation of this campaign, and that I can't wait to see you at all of the canvassing events we're going to have for the many months before we get to Election Day.